really sorry I couldn't make it to your book club. I'm living out here on Fry Island, and with the ferry schedule, I just thought it would be too much of a rush, so I thought I'd put together a quick little video. So maybe it's the next best thing. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Jennifer sent over a couple questions, so I'm going to answer those. And one of the big questions was about Teresa. And the question was, you know, was it tricky? Did I leave stuff out? If we had been not divorced, would I have changed things? What kind of input did she have? That sort of thing. She had no input into the book. But that said, I had no interest in throwing her under the bus. With the first draft of this book, I was kind of purging all my anger and frustration and sadness. And when I went back and revisited it, I took out 150 pages that actually painted Teresa in sort of a negative light. So that was a darker time. And in fact, when I finished the first draft, we were still together. So it kind of ended with a fizzle. The fact, you know, when I submitted this to Random House, it didn't have that final chapter which said what she decided. It ended on the beach with her trying to decide. I really didn't want to end with divorce. But the people around the table at Random House were all women, and they said, "Oh no, we want to know what happened, so you have to write it." So I did. But, you know, we're great friends now. She lives out in California. I was recently out there in Los Angeles, and she had broken up with her new boyfriend. And she was so sad. And, you know, I said to her, you know what? Hey, this is weird, but come here. So we were commiserating over her broken relationship. But I wish her nothing but the best. We're constant contact about the kids, and we still really care for her. Probably better friends than when we were married. You know, sad to say, but sometimes that happens. You know, in terms of the kids, Logan doesn't care what's in the book. He loves it and says that's great. Jackson, I'm not honestly sure she's read it yet. Last I talked to her, she said I haven't read it, as if she didn't want to read herself be slanderized in the book. I told her it's like a love letter to her, but she's just sensitive to, you know, and I know what that's like. When this book first came out, I was reading reviews on Amazon. I was all excited to read my first reviews. And the first sort of critical review I got, it threw me off all day. It was terrible. And so now I have a policy. I only read 5-star reviews, not even 4-star reviews. If they're 5, I know they're going to be glowing, and then, you know, I'll feel it's encouragement. Anything lower than that, I do not read. I avoid them like the plague. So I don't have anything to do with that. Someone asked a question about the kids at the mission, at the Good Shepherd Agricultural Mission. And, you know, particularly like Job, who some of the people at Random House thought was their favorite character in the book. You know, Job was 12 or 13 at the time, and now he just turned 18. Is that right? Man, that seems like a long time ago. He just had his 18th birthday. I'm his sponsor at the mission, so I send him a birthday present every year, and we Skype, and I keep in touch with him on Facebook. But I spent most of last year living at the mission. I'm not sure if you guys were aware of that. I went back and lived there most of the year. And it's really had a powerful effect on my life. I mean, I really, that place, and particularly the kids, I spend a lot of my creative energy now and time working for orphanages all over the world. Because I really see when you can help bring a kid, there's millions, there's 150 million orphan children in the world right now. But when you can bring one kid from a place of hopelessness and nothing to a home with love and hope, there's really nothing better in the world I could do personally, I feel, with my life and my time. So I do a lot of work for projects like that. We're actually developing a project in Zimbabwe right now and working a lot of projects at the mission. But when the kids age out of the system at 18, they can either leave or they can stay. And like a lot of kids, the boys all, you know, a lot of them want to leave. They go to Delhi or different towns, and there's a lot of them through the years, so they all look out for each other and, you know, stick together a little bit. But they can always come back for Christmas, and they could always come back and work or stay, be a part of the mission. So they do try and look out for them. But it's tricky like anything else. I mean, my kids, Logan's 22. He is out in the world trying to make his way. And, you know, it's tricky. It's tricky for all of us, for anyone. But particularly hard in India. There's a lot of people and not a lot of opportunity. So lucky they have the mission to look after them and take care of them. Just one little side thing. Someone mentioned that they had seen the sunset selfies. Have you seen these? If you go to my Facebook page or facebook.com/sunset selfies, I've been doing this as a little project where I cut out little images in cardboard and I make like live action cartoons. I always wanted to be a cartoonist, so I write little captions and take these pictures, but they're all in silhouette against the sunset. They have been taken off across the world. I mean, I have major publications all over the world who are doing stories and online. If you Google it, it's everywhere. All these different languages, it's crazy. Some of my biggest fans are in Bangkok, Thailand. Don't ask me why. But it's kind of blowing up. So who knows what will happen with that. Maybe I'll make a book out of these pictures. It's certainly been fun. I'm only here on the island until Friday, and then I'm heading down south. I think I might even go back to the orphanage in India. So listen, I won't keep you here all night. But I did want to do a little special thing for you, just because you reached out to me. So I'm going to sing a song. There's a bunch of songs in the book that are just referred to in the book, but you never know what they sound like. On the audiobook, I was going to include clips, but I don't know why they didn't follow through with that. So one of the most prominent songs is the song that I wrote for Trace's and my wedding. It's called The Furthest Point, and it shows up in the middle of the book, and then at the very end, it comes back around. The metaphor is that marriage is like a boat, and it's more fun to sail with someone than to sail by yourself through life. And so this is it, The Furthest Point. I haven't sung this song. I did it for one other book group, honestly, but I've never performed it. So here it goes. Well, help me cast away. I can't make it on my own. The ship's too big for one and the road's too long alone. Home is not a place, it's the love that's waiting there. Take my hand and I'll show you the way. If you show me the way as well. Don't expect a thing, and you'll surely be surprised. Just take me as I am, oh, and then enjoy the ride. Love is not a place, it's the road that takes you there. Take my hand, and I'll show you the way. If you show me the way as well. There's no need to hurry. You can't hear the ocean say. The furthest point is still the furthest point away. Anyway, and someday when it's over and our ride comes to an end, I'll help you back on land, and I'll say to you, my friend, forever's not enough. It's too short by a day. Take my hand, and I'll show you the way. If you'll show me the way as well. Listen, before I started this, I tried to memorize all your names. So I'm going to try and spit them out. I'm not sure I'm going to remember them all, but here it goes. In alphabetical order. Brenda, Heather, Jennifer, Kate, Liz, Phyllis, Sive. Take that! Thanks so much for reading the book. I really appreciate it. If you loved it, go to Amazon and write a review. If you didn't love it, don't go to Amazon and write a review. If it's 5 stars, I'll read it. Spread the word. Thank you very much again. And sorry I couldn't be there in person, but have a great book club, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.